Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are in the Ridge of Frozen Souls, as one would expect. And today we are running Demeter with the Inferno Blade, and we are pumping out the fire on this. And the fun thing is that this weapon does indeed have a ground strike, and it only has one ground strike. So none of the other attacks strike the ground. It's not very likely that you get a chance to actually strike the ground, but in the event that you do, you can actually stagger enemies all the way through this area. Now, through this area, you want to be bringing crush damage, and we don't have any of it. So that's a real problem that we're going to have to deal with. And just as a regular build overall, this is a very, 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 very strong, just damaging build overall. And so we are going to have tons and tons and tons of damage potential to bring out of this. And the power in this build will not come from the understanding of using Impact Wave, but it will come from just the damage overall. So pretty cool that we can damage these dogs here, and we can attract them through the wall, because what are walls in Vein if not just something to ignore? And so as we go along here, you'll notice that we will have way better success if we just ignore going for Impact Wave and going for what we actually have as real damage. But guys like this, we can, just cut them down. The really important thing will be coming when we can go for Nicola during his fight, because we will be able to, please don't knock me off the edge. That was very, very close. But the usefulness of Impact Wave here as we go along with the Inferno Blade will not be, exceptionally prominent in our damage sets. It will more likely be, other places, instead of just right here. Can we hit him? Doesn't look like we can hit him from here, which is unfortunate. So we could try different things like daggers and stuff, but this will be much better to just ignore him for now. And let's just ignore these guys as well. And let's just go for the missile. Now, you would think that, well, with a one-handed sword, right, you want to... I guess we died during that hit. But the reality is that you do want the effectiveness of the Impact Wave to actually make an impact on your weapon damage and stuff. And typically it won't, because, I mean, as you can see there, you can just do much better on your own without actually doing anything to the enemy. As you can see here, let's go for flames here. Okay, he's gonna do that. Okay, let's go for our jump attacks here. Okay. So again, Impact Wave with our one-handed sword here is not exceptionally critical to our super damage potential here, but it does add a different layer of options here that we can get to. Mia's crawling up the ladder. Okay. See, and there's more coming out of the actual damage of our weapon rather than the usefulness of Impact Wave to stagger the enemy or stop the enemy or do something against the enemy to keep them from critically engaging us at super opportune times for them. Because typically what Impact Wave is supposed to do, right, is supposed to stop the enemy from doing an attack, and it's supposed to allow you a better opportunity to get follow-up successive attacks involved. But if you are not doing those kinds of things, you're having... oh, he hit me? That wasn't even close to me. Oh well. And so if that ability of Impact Wave is actually nullified and negated, then that is a super problem, because you're not actually getting an opportunity to stop the enemy. And you can see there that we're just killing the enemy outright, and we're not even like doing anything to you know, engage them. And unfortunately, it's, you know, it's useful, it's powerful, it's helpful, but as you can see, like, it's not necessary to help us interrupt the enemy or anything like that, because we already do just so much damage. Okay. See, and these guys don't even stagger. Oh, whoops. I guess we got a backstab there. And we're just killing them outright before they even get a chance to do anything. So it's a little bit of a strange oddity that, you know, these jumping swords, they have the ability to use Impact Wave and to do some pretty crazy stuff. However, the real benefit of these things comes in the fact that even though you are doing a jumping attack, you know, it doesn't matter, because there's no reason to do a jumping attack if you're already just killing the enemy outright. So very, very strange that way. Come on, Mia. Okay, we're stunned instantaneously. Mia, can you give me a gift extension or no? Okay, there's where Impact Wave actually helped us. So there you go. Okay, let's put a little bit of ice on here. Okay, there's Impact Wave. And there's or not Impact Wave, gift extension from Mia. Okay, there's a good ability there that now, because we're focused, we're able to stun him over and over and over. So that definitely came in super handy there at the right moment in time. But again, it's not about Impact Wave doing the work. It's all about the fact that we just have an insane amount of damage coupled into our weapon there. So keep that in mind if you are so inclined to be using these jump attacks with the one-handed swords that do that, because yeah, it's cool, it's impressive that you can jump in the air and you know, attack the enemy and do all these cool things, but the reality is that it's not so impressive as you might think when you're going for a one-handed weapon. The reason being is because the balance damage that is tied into a one-handed weapon is exceptionally low. Now, if we were going with precision, that would be much more beneficial. So if we bring precision along, you'll notice that we will be able to do a little bit more attack ability versus Nicola here. And again, it just doesn't matter what is going on here, because we just have too much damage built into this weapon, and so it's a little bit interesting in how everything goes. So keep that in mind if you are indeed going for a one-handed sword with a jumping attack for Impact Wave. And so that's a little bit of, you know, something you may not think about too much, but it's kind of, whoops, it's kind of you know, a little bit odd in that regard. Okay, so now if we go for some... Okay. Oh, Mia, see it? So let's see if we can use some of our abilities here. And you'll notice that it's just better if you go for, you know, just regular attacks here. Okay. Let's just back up and just heal while we can. And he's not going to do anything. Good. That'll give us full heals. We don't want to be at his back because he's going to explode. And as you know, slash is not what you want to be doing. We're dead. Oh, we're not dead. You don't want to be doing slash versus Nicola. You want to be doing pierce and fire. And these jumping attacks just aren't as great as you might think. Okay, let's go ahead and back up here. Get a few things going. Now the nice thing is we absolutely do have, you know, a ton of abilities here to dodge around and do stuff. Okay, so, and the other problem is that if you take too long on some of these attacks, like the jumping attacks, you will absolutely get destroyed in how you go about engaging with Nicola. Okay. And so that is a super problem that you really do gotta watch out for. Oops, I dodged twice accidentally. But you can see that it's not really beneficial because there are so few openings where you have enough time to actually do impact wave where it actually matters, and because you're doing so little balance damage, there's really no good opportunity for you to actually engage Nicola in that sort of way. So that is really, really, really unfortunate there. So that's kind of the downside of this. And so if you're going for just a ton of damage overall, that's usually the better way to go about it. And you shouldn't be going for, you know, something. Oh, he like glitched himself there for a second. And so if you're just going for, you know, swing the sword, do big damage, you can absolutely do that. There's no reason to try for something else, because you can see here that if you just go for swinging the sword, I mean, look at how much damage we did. Oh, whoops. I'm not actually paying attention. Okay. So if you see here that we just go for the swing the sword, I mean, we can just murder his health bar very, very quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Okay. Yamiya. Ouch. And you can see that it's just a matter of dancing around in circles with Nicola. There's really no, you know, challenge of like how to go about engaging with him. It's just dance around in circles and do, you know, different attacks as you go around in circles. And we're not actually getting any time to use impact wave here. So let's finish it off here. Okay, thanks for the punch in the face. Oh. There, we finished it with impact wave active, so we can say that we did it. But anyways, it's not really an area of the game where balance damage is something that a one-handed sword can keep up with, because everything in this area is to do with Nicola's kind of ability set in his blood code of having high balance and having high stamina. And so these enemies in this area, if you want to go for balance knockarounds, you definitely want to invest into like a hammer or a two-handed sword. Something like the Zweihander would be great, or the Queenslayer Greatsword, that would also be great. Something like the Argent Wolf brand, excellent choice here. The Wrathful Balmung is an obvious, no-brainer winner. Something like the Hellfire Hammer or the Burned Warhammer, those two would do well in this area. They are very high balance weapons, and they strike the ground just as the other weapons do. See here? And they are crush damage. Now, the Burned Warhammer, if you are going for this weapon, you want to do 1, 2, and you have just like the just like we had on the huge hammer, the Burned Warhammer does the same exact thing, and also it gets us the ability to be normal mobility. But if you want to go for the fire version of it, it comes already infused with 20% fire, so you gain 40% fire from the Warhammer, and then you can get 60% and then 65% with a flame cartridge. So you can get pretty high damage with the Burned Warhammer as well, but this would be an obvious choice to bring, not something like the Infernal Blade, because that has very, very low balance damage. This is one of those weapons that has multiple sets of attacks that will attack the enemy. And there are plenty of cool ability sets baked into this thing for the Burned Warhammer to actually do something like this. So this is how you can start to think about building out your character in different places of the game. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.